ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. It's been a couple of days now since Grand Bahama-based teams announced that they will not be attending the 32nd Hugh Campbell Basketball Classic. We were able to catch up with scheduling coordinator for the tournament, Reggie Forbes, to find out what the plan is moving forward.
There won't be any drastic effect as it relates to the pools in terms of adjustments and accommodating the teams that are here. And there will be a smooth transition as we continue throughout this tournament. Freeport has always been a very integral part of the Hugh Campbell. And at this stage, it's truly unfortunate that we find it necessary to boycott. I guess they have their reasons. I'm not in a position to question their reasons for not coming, but the people who will be adversely affected by the decisions that adults make, coaches, administrators, are the children. They go to the U.S. all the time. They play in all kinds of tournaments. When the brackets are set, they're set. You go and you play based upon the brackets that you're in. You do your homework and you come out and you play basketball.
Now, 2 days of competition at the Hugh Campbell tournament are in the books. Kelsey Johnson has a look back at some of the action from yesterday.
Defending champs of the Hugh Campbell basketball tournament, the C.I. Gibson Rattlers were not shaken by Kingsway Saints' late fourth quarter run. They held on to win 59-53.
We have a lot of talented teams in high school, private and public, and Kingsway is one of those teams who are a very good team. They're long, they're lanky, they're athletic, and they could play some good basketball. They dominated our big men tonight. Hats off to them. They played extremely well. Both of their big men controlled the boards and really scored at will. And we have to go back to the drawing board and really work on playing the type of defense down low to help stop teams like Kingsway as the tournament goes on.
The Rattlers have a blemish-free win-loss record and will look to dominate Pool 3. The C.C. Speeding Cobras also have a perfect win-loss record, beating the Aaron Bailey Pacers 58-52 yesterday.
The game can only be as tough as we allow it to be, not disrespecting any team that is inside our pool or in the tournament, but I'm still, even though we win by 24 points there or 26, whatever the point spread may be, I'm still not too pleased on how we're rotating on our defensive end. We're still giving up too much fouls, we're still missing too much free throws, and having just a little bit too much turnovers. We still got to tighten up on them things so when we meet the better and bigger teams.
Both Coach Johnson and Bowleg said they aren't taking any of the teams in the tournament for granted and will play to get out of their respective pools.
I think Abaco Central is a very good team also, so we got to look out for them. And you can't overlook any teams in this tournament. This tournament is a tournament where teams comes out and play. Every given night you can be beaten, but I thank God we got the win, and we're going to look forward to the next game and keep moving on.
However the ball may fall, we're going to be ready to play whenever our number's called. Doesn't matter who you play. We got the depth. Ain't much teams can take pressure for a whole 32 minutes or 24 minutes of basketball, so they're going to have to prove to me that they can handle it. And if they can't, then so be it. We'll just keep putting it on.
Making their debut at this year's tournament is the British West Indies College Spartans out of Turks and Caicos Islands. The Queen's College Comets dominated the visiting team, beating them 42-21.
Once we stick to the system, it makes everybody look good on the team, They listened today, they did what they had to do and they executed properly. That's how we got the victory.
I really don't understand it. We didn't play ball. We didn't come to play, looks like. This is not the team I brought to play. I think they let themselves down today. They didn't play their game. We started out great and then they just stopped. Defense was in there. No passing, no picks. So we didn't play a basketball game today.
The Hugh Campbell basketball tournament will continue tomorrow with the elimination rounds. Kelsey Johnson, ZNS Total Sports.
All right, thanks a lot, Kelsey. Well, the Max D Baseball Academy put on a showcase yesterday, giving a handful of young men the opportunity to showcase their skills in front of professional scouts. These young men hope to one day join our current crop of pro players, which includes outfielder Anton Richardson. Richardson is currently in Arizona ahead of spring training with the Texas Rangers, but before he left town, he spoke highly about the up-and-coming baseball talent.
We look forward to a couple of guys out of the Max D program to kind of have an opportunity to become professional baseball players in 2015, and I'm sure that we have some guys in America too as well that are going to get a chance to be drafted. So definitely looking forward to more guys being able to enter the professional ranks in 2015.
An 8-member amateur boxing team left town earlier today for the Independence Cup in the Dominican Republic, and national team coach Andre Seymour says this is just the first step towards a much bigger goal.
After this tournament in the Dominican Republic, then we head into Puerto Rico. That's another tournament in Puerto Rico in April. Also, then in May, it's the first qualifier for the Pan American Games. So all this team, all these boxers you see trying to go into the tournament, okay, we'll have them ready. And we're also going to have a qualifier here in Nassau before we even go to the Pan American Games qualify. Okay, so all this right now is for all of our boxers in each weight, okay, to see how they're going to look in these international tournaments coming up.
The English Caribbean Softball Confederation's Men's Fast Pitch Championships will take place here in the capital March 26th through the 29th. Teams from Aruba, the Cayman Islands, the British Virgin Islands, Turks and Caicos, and Jamaica will all be here to compete along with the 242.
The countries that are coming in are very excited to be coming to the Bahamas, and our team here in the Bahamas is well prepared for this tournament. And it would be a very, very enjoyable tournament for our fans who would see top-notch softball at this level for a very long time, if not for the first time. The shakers and makers in softball from around the world would be here to view this tournament, inclusive of the ISF president, the president of the World Baseball Softball Congress, the president of COMPASA and CONCACAS, and they're going to see what the Bahamas is doing in softball and how well ECAS has advanced in its formation 4 years ago.
The Bahamas Swimming Federation will host its inaugural Gala Awards banquet on March 14th at the Melia Nassau Beach Resort, and some special guests will be in town for the event.
We'll have several Olympic gold medalists here in the Bahamas, as well as several world medal swimmers. And these athletes are all the training partners of our Ariana Vanderpool Wallace at SwimMac in North Carolina. The athletes include Ryan Lochte, as well as Colin Jones, Katie Miele, Camille Adams, Marco Blazowski, Roy Birch, and Tim Phillips. Our own Bahamian Olympic swimmers are also planning to assist with the award presentations. These international Olympic and world medalist swimmers that are being partly sponsored by the government of the Bahamas, and particularly the Ministry of Tourism, will also help our athletes and our federation by organizing and holding a swim clinic on Sunday, March the 15th at the Betty Kelly Kenny Aquatic Center. And at that clinic, they will be instructing our swimmers on how to win, in other words, how to swim better, how to swim competitively, how to train to be an Olympic swimmer.
In addition to the gala banquet and clinic, that same weekend will be used for Carifta trials, and the meet there is also being used for multiple purposes.
On March the 13th and 14th, and we will hold a trials that's called the Last Chance Meet. This meet will also be it's also open to international swimmers, and we have quite a number of international swimmers who've confirmed their participation. At this meet, it will be a qualifier for the World Games as well as the Pan Am Games. So it's important for the Bahamian public as well as friends of swimming to know that at the Bahamas Swimming Federation, we are able to attract international swimmers who come to the Bahamas for the opportunity to qualify in international meets because, of course, we're recognized by FINA. Our officials are fully trained and they're certified by FINA in order to officiate a meet where we can qualify for the World Championships. And our national championships that will be held in June will also be a qualifier for the Olympic Games. So we certainly set a foundation to ensure that we continue to attract not only the top Bahamian swimmers, but international swimmers to our shores who come here seeking to qualify for major international meets.
Awards were handed out this morning for the Valentine's Catch Me If You Can Regatta, which took place last weekend. Our Charles Fisher was there.
First up, Class E prize money is given out to the respective skippers, A-Roll and Bluebird taking top honors. The crew of Ed Sky, they were also on hand. They can boast as the champions for the next year. First major regatta win in quite some time. First to catch the Lady Natalie on a beautiful crystal trophy to show for it.
I am very happy today. It's been a very long time since we have been in the sailing circuit. I mean, people have been surprised at what happened in Montague Bay on Sunday, but I promise you the same thing will happen in Georgetown in April. But we had a tremendous crew on board the boat on Sunday. The wind was right. We had one incident on the last lap where our jib came off, but we were able to secure it and finish the race and be successful. Next year, Barbara, we're coming for number 2.
General Manager at Bahamian Brewery, Mr. Williamson, thankful for the organizers for letting them be a part of such a successful event.
I've been personally dealing with Eliezer from way back, and I believe this weekend pass would have been the largest ever. The largest perhaps I've ever been on Montague.
The man responsible for making it all possible, the sailing barber Eliezer Johnson, grateful for the 28 years of support.
I want to see this big. I like to see the regatta Valentine go to $50,000 for a regatta. And I feel like it should happen. I don't think I should be scrapping for no more regatta, Valentine regatta in this country, because I think the money is here.
The crew of Air Sky deservingly celebrating their Catch Me If You Can win. For ZNS Sports, I'm Charles Fisher.
Thanks a lot, Charles. And that will do it for sports. Stay tuned. The Bahamas Tonight comes back after the break.
This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.